Hey everybody, welcome back to Rock Trader. We're looking for a cure for this suspicious rush here. A character's dodge, hit chance and parry are reduced by minus 10%, so it says here that we can talk to someone on the ship so they can cure us. There must be someone on board who knows how to purge the Rock Trader's body of this affliction. So the first thing that comes to mind is the priest maybe? I don't think we have a healer. So I'm gonna try the priest first. Voidship Shrine, I think. Oh yeah, I also retrained Pascal and made him an assassin instead of a grand strategist. I didn't really feel he was adding anything the way he was. So... oh! A strange rash broke out all over my body after my visit to the lower decks. Can you help me? So apparently he's not mad anymore. You are positively beaming with joy. A priest like you is a rare sight. A fair observation. Everybody knows that the clergy must remain a stern appearance to inspire fear and awe in their flock. The truth is that my clan and I experienced great hardship. I cannot explain how it is I am standing before you now except by his will. How could one be anything but joyful knowing they were saved by the Emperor? What happened to your clan? I was scarcely more than a child when the malady struck our cabins. First would come the fever, then the unlucky victim would start retching blood. After that they would melt away like a candle. Only the youngest survived, myself among them. But now, my family is growing, and I am grateful for each new life that replaces one lost. Okay, sure dude, whatever. Did Lady Theodora come here often? She always had due concern for the reliquary's maintenance and its needs, and under her rule, faith occupied its proper place on the ship. So yeah, basically never. I think we try this, no? I don't think he will tell us. Yeah. Oh, we have to ask Initiate Clotus. Yeah, I mean, we did that already. He didn't really want to say. So, let's do this about the Ras. Can you help me? An affliction of the unclean, your lordship. Those who have abandoned his light and shunned all care of the body as well as the spirit. Allow me to cleanse your mortal flesh of the seeds of corruption with a sanative prayer. Let us pray, Confessor. Oh god. Adalbert opens a hefty volume titled The Sanative Hymn of Sufferers and recites the first 40 verses in a chanting voice. 2 hours of incessant prayer later, despite your knees and shoulders burning with strain, your inflamed skin still torments you with unbearable itching. I mean, continue praying, I guess, I don't know. The vigil continues for 2 more hours straight, your mind is clearer and you feel much better, but it is still not enough to rid you of the affliction. What? And bless thy loyal servant, so strength and health may return to the body that guards the borders of the Imperium. Endure and pray. At some point the ship's evening gong breaks your stupor, and you note with surprise that your obsessed blisters are gone, and your skin is now barely even red where it was previously inflamed. Dude, no way. That worked? So the God Emperor is real? Adalbert dabs at the sweat on his brow with the edge of the robe and smiles warmly. The God Emperor never abandons his faithful, your lordship. Rest now. You will soon feel much better. What? And we gain 52 experience for that? God damn. Nice. Okay, so I guess what's next now, right? We have to go talk to Solomon. This one we've done, compiler out of order. It says chapter 1, but this planet, I don't know where this is. This one we can't really do because there is a quarantine. Same thing, we can't look for the cache. We have to explore planets for the explorators. Supply footfall, yeah, this is in Telecos Epsilon. Okay, this is basically the main quest. We have to get to all the planets. Meet the arbitrators on Footfall. Yeah, we have to talk to Solomon. Oh, talk to Heinrichs about the cult of the Final Dawn. Okay, let's do this. We have to go to the bridge, I guess? Okay. Oh yeah, we also have to meet Jay, right? In the bar. I guess we'll go here. I suppose we could also go to our bath in our private quarters and bring him in there, but I don't know.
To what do I owe this visit?
Oh, no way. Finally, some voice acting. You want to discuss the nature of your mission? Okay, let's tell him... Okay, let's let him tell us something. I know nothing about you, Heinrichs. Could you tell me a little about yourself?
I'm usually the one interested in the pasts of those around me, not the reverse. I come from a night world, Guizorn 3. I belong to a branch of one of the noble houses until my exceptional abilities were discovered. After that, I was sent on a black ship to Holy Terra, where I was trained and I began my service for the glory of the Imperium.
Do you remember your home planet?
I do, but I have no ties to my homeworld now. None except my first name. I left Guizorn 3 when I was still a child. My family disowned me, stripping me of my family name. I was given a new one by those who trained me. Even for a noble, being branded a psyker is a mark of eternal shame. I experienced that firsthand before I was put on the black ship.
Okay. How did you discover your abilities?
Like many psykers unaware of their curse, I found out when a strong emotional reaction triggered an involuntary response. My great-aunt had a pet grink. One day, it bit me, and I boiled it from inside out. And when my great-aunt slapped me for what I'd done, I boiled her too.
What? I don't know what I'm more surprised by, the absurdity of this story or the fact you are capable of such a show of emotion.
I don't consider raw emotions to be a necessity in everyday communication. But let me assure you that I am more than capable of anger. Fortunately for others, I learned to focus it. Properly measured rage reveals the full potential of combat psychana, in much the same way as aged cheese reveals the notes of a mature amasek.
Combat psychana, by the way. Tell me about the black ship.
Picture a vast prison ship, filled with frightened, angry psychers who can't control their abilities and who have just lost their homes and their families. Some of them were children and adolescents like I was. Some were monstrous creatures who no longer had the right to be called human, or psychopaths who reveled in their impure powers. Once, when one of the miscreants broke free, those in command simply depressurized the bay and got rid of the culprit, along with the prisoners and crew tainted by him. But even after that, I heard the echo of inhuman suffering and terror that filled that part of the ship. It grieves me to recall that episode to this day.
Huh. I mean, I don't know, his voice acting is kinda bad, right? I don't think I'm feeling it. You were sent to the Inquisition straight after training?
No. First, I was accorded the status of a psyker fit for service in the Imperial Guard, where I then spent several years. It was only afterward that I became an agent of the Golden Throne.
Okay, let's talk about something else. How long have you served in the Inquisition?
Since the day of my initiation as an acolyte. So, decades. How many real years it's been, it's hard to say. When I return from a journey through the warp, I often discover that much more or much less time has passed in real space.
What duties have you been carrying out for the Inquisitor? I don't think he's gonna say.
You can't really be expecting me to answer that question, can you?
For someone who's been in service for decades, you certainly look young.
The first step for biomancers such as myself is to take control of the processes of their own body, including aging. I've endured innumerable hazards in my work. If I allowed every trace of them to remain, I would look completely different today.
So he's basically like a normal sorcerer in every book. You visited many worlds during your service, I wager.
Indeed. I have visited many of the places brought to the Emperor's light, and those sullied by the filth of the archenemy. In truth, even after all these years spent visiting the various corners of the Imperium and looking beyond its borders, I still consider the Segmentum Solar to be the greatest of all humanity's bastions. Nothing compares to the majesty of Holy Terror, the might of Mars, the grandeur of the Segment's other worlds.
Segmentum Solar. This is Earth. Yup, okay.
Gladly.
You are not the Inquisitor's only acolyte, correct?
Of course not. The Lord Inquisitor's entourage comprises dozens of people. The best of the best. Experts in various fields and disciplines. Some of them I know personally. Others I have never met. To be honest, I'm not even certain that the people I know are still alive. I used to work with other acolytes of the Lord Inquisitor, but in the Koronus Expanse, I have been working alone.
Are there other acolytes here? I mean, he's not gonna say, right? The interrogator narrows his eyes at you and releases a disappointed sigh. After several seconds of silence, you realize that you will not be getting an answer. If you're an interrogator, does that mean you hold a special position in the retinue?
We are not a retinue. We are acolytes. As for your question, I am closer than anyone else to the one I call my personal teacher. The Lord Inquisitor deemed me worthy of undertaking the most important and sensitive tasks requiring the attention of agents of the Golden Throne.
Okay, let's move on here. Let's move on.
Such as?
This is kind of boring. I want the Inquisition to take care of Heydari. Rid me of her. So, you wanted to discuss the nature of your mission. How is this different from this one? I want to discuss the Cult of the Final Dawn. What can you tell me about it?
The cult's ordinary members are humans who have been corrupted by the archenemy, traitors to the Imperium, and accomplices of chaos. Participation in the cult's rituals always entails brainwashing, literally and figuratively. The longer cult members spend among other cultists, the less critically they think, and the more closely they resemble obedient livestock, stripped of their fear and instinct for self-preservation. The worst of them go to their deaths without an inkling of doubt, ready to take hundreds and thousands of souls with them. As for those at the top of the cult's hierarchy, we have not yet managed to get a lead on all of the cult's leaders. I imagine that some of them are hiding in the depths of the Koronus Expanse, but those who are orchestrating the fanatics on nearby worlds are hiding very well indeed, or receiving protection from above.
Yeah, they're hiding in our worlds apparently. What do you mean protection from above?
Governors, commanders, rogue traders. History is full of those who neglect their duty to the Golden Throne and seek allies in the wrong places.
You seem to have been investigating this cult for some time.
We discovered the first traces of it as soon as we arrived in the Koronus Expanse. Since then, the more we learn, the better we see just how far the roots of this blight extend. Destroying individual cells is pointless. We must cut this beast off at its head.
Okay. Remind me, what is your mission regarding the cult? I mean, we know that already, right?
As you wish.
So, you want to discuss the nature of your mission?
Yes, but not here. I wouldn't want our conversation to be gossip fodder on the bridge and in the officers' mess.
Right, okay. Oh no, no more voice acting? Thank you for finding an opportunity to talk. I trust now would be a good time to explain the reason for my return aboard your ship. You wouldn't be on my ship if I had any say in the matter. True. I often encounter such reactions. As long as the Lord Captain and his subjects do not interfere with my work or attract my professional interest, I will not interfere in the Rogue Trader's affairs or distract you with my presence more than is strictly necessary. To business then. The Cult of the Final Dawn. The madmen preach their heretical doctrine among the denizens of the Koronus Expanse and instigate crimes against the throne. One such crime took place in your protectorate. The Lord Inquisitor considered it necessary to have one of his acolytes accompany the Rogue Trader on the voyage into the corrupted region. I also need to meet with one of my observers on the capital world of your domain. I think that's Dargonus, right? A chaos cult in my protectorate. Heinrichs, are you laying an accusation against my dynasty? Chaos treads softly, Mraise. The main danger of secret cults and sects is that they are like seeds. They can remain in the ground for decades, safe from all scrutiny, until an opportunity to sprout, grow, and bear monstrous fruit presents itself. The emergence of a cult on one of the Rogue Trader's planets does not mean the dynasty head himself is a chaos worshipper. Having said that, it should be noted that Theodora von Valancius was famous for her loose interpretation of the freedoms granted by the warrant. It is known that corruption runs in the blood. Your propensity for heretical deeds is yet to be determined, perhaps by the Lord Inquisitor himself. You have spies on my worlds? The person I mentioned is not a spy, but a secretary in the Administratum Department of Dargonus. The planet's governor and Theodora were fully aware of his status. His duty is to fulfill the sacred oath to the Golden Throne and eliminate threats to the Imperium, which the Koronus Expanse has in abundance. His name is Achilleas Scalander. Or Scalander? Okay, he's Greek, by the way. As soon as we contact Dargonus, I will introduce you as the new head of the dynasty. I'm sure you will appreciate the presence of such an advisor among your subjects, and I suggest you heed his words at least occasionally. Why would Ordo Xenos agents investigate a chaos cult? You are well versed in how the Inquisition is organized, Mraise. Yes, initially our arrival in the Koronus Expanse was dictated by the need to fight Xenos, but there is more. The cult is tangentially related to my main specialization. Perhaps I will be able to reveal the full truth someday, but right now I ask you to display humility and patience. I want to know more about this cult of the Final Dawn? Chaos worshippers, most often agents of the throne, run into lone renegades stirring up the rubble, insane prophets and hysteric visionaries preaching the end of days, a passing comet, a mutant rebellion, an onslaught of monsters. Each time they come up with a new reason why people should prostrate themselves and quiver in fear. Much effort and blood of those loyal to the Golden Throne were spent before we established the connection between those heretics. However, the cult of the Final Dawn is something greater than a gaggle of misguided seers and fortune-tellers. They cleverly spread their agents all over the Koronus Expanse, disseminating heresy among honest people on the Imperial worlds. There is a certain strategy to their actions that changes whenever we get too close. And finally, they have enough military power to have had the two ships that we had sent after them later discovered as wreckage. The growing difficulty in making warp jumps is detrimental to us, but is unlikely to inconvenience those who engage in vile sorcery day in, day out. After the events on Rykad Minoris, I suspected the cult might have built its nest inside Winterscale's domain, but the latest reports indicate it is your protectorate that is harboring heretics. Being in your entourage improves my chances of getting closer to their secrets. I mean, what if Winterscale sent them though? The Lord Inquisitor mentioned in his letter that he is willing to show lenience towards my actions that would otherwise be interpreted as radical. Yeah, he did say that. That is correct. I should show greater tolerance for the mistakes of a newly appointed rock trader. To be frank, I am surprised. The Lord Inquisitor is not the type to indulge the weakness of soul and mind, even in someone who only recently accepted the burden of a lofty title. So, okay, I have already agreed to give you a place aboard my ship, what else? The rogue trader should deliver me to the system that contains the industrial world of Kiava Gamma. I will then accompany you to the surface and determine what the cult is planning and how it intends to use the resources that have fallen into their clutches, which may very well include the blessed engines of the Deus Mechanicus and even the followers of the Omniscient themselves. Okay, bring Heinrichs to Kiava Gamma. I will be frank, the answer to this question is unlikely to please either of us. The machinations of chaos usually go beyond solely inflicting countless deaths and distractions. Having their plans come to fruition would lead to far more terrible consequences. One of the systems in the Koronus Expanse is already lost. May the Emperor protect us from watching this tragedy play out again. Why did your suspicions fall on Kiava Gamma? Disjointed pieces of data that finally merged into a single picture. Additionally, not long ago, a vessel from that world arrived on Footfall. The reports from that crew were confused and alarming, making me fear a planet-wide rebellion. We met a Chaos Space Marine or Rakat Minoris. Do we risk running into his brothers? I have no doubt it will happen sooner or later. Chaos Marines siding with a cult is very, very bad news. Most likely they kept away until recently, pulling their puppet strings from a respectable distance. These traitors seldom show up alone. The best we can count on is having to deal with just a squad of Chaos Space Marines in the Koronus Expanse and not an entire company. I won't let anyone throw their weight around on my words, be they servants of Chaos, Xenos, or heretics. Okay, do we have to say that? Like, what? That seems weird. A commendable aspiration for a person who holds the fates of billions of people and dozens of imperial worlds in his hands. I mean, it's just words, right? We're just saying words. Which is why we need to be ever more vigilant when looking for seeds of corruption on your planets, lest they sprout someday and spell doom for whatever is tangled up in their roots. That is enough discussion about the arch-enemy's servants. Tell me about the Drukhari who stole Raikad's son. The Drukhari, one of the branches of the Heydari, an ancient and vicious Xenos race. Those creatures are a living terror to ordinary people who fall prey to their raids, for the simple reason that the victims are not killed outright, but instead become their playthings. Just as you and I need air to survive, the Drukhari require psychic energy born from torment and pain, which they extract from their captives with uncanny expertise. Wow, that sounds super cool. Their ships, which are difficult to mistake for any other, arrive suddenly and undetected. Their stealth technologies greatly surpass the capabilities of standard Imperium ogre arrays. The objective of their raids is never to capture a world or a ship, no. They are only interested in fresh victims. After filling their holds with living captives, they disappear into the webway. An extra-dimensional space, also known as the Labyrinth Dimension, which links worlds, sectors and stars from one end of the galaxy to another. A different dimension which conceals the greatest stronghold, Komorag, the dark city of the Drukhari from which none can hope to escape. Oh wow, is that ever gonna be a DLC or something? Or maybe we go there in the base game? That's gonna be interesting. I do not know why the Drukhari stole Raikad's son and brought about the fulfillment of the cult's prophecies. Perhaps the Xenos themselves have played into the arch-enemy's designs. Or perhaps Aurora's divinations in fact describe the Drukhari's actions. There is only one thing I can say with absolute certainty. There is no alliance between the cult of the Final Dawn and the Xenos. It is simply impossible. Okay, anything else? Let me put it this way, you may think whatever you want of me, or whatever you want of me, but my goal is not to hinder you. I'm here to help you in the fight against foes you may not even be aware of. You have my word that I will provide every assistance in uprooting the heresy that has sprouted on the Von Valancius worlds while their master was away, and that I will try to be more patient with the less grievous flaws that the bearers of the warrant are sometimes known to have. Okay, cool. Oh no. Why do we stay here, man? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so I think we have to go to meet Jay now. Yeah, we have to go to Kiava Gamma for him. We have to meet Solomon. Yeah, let's go meet Solomon first, I guess. And then we'll go talk to Jay. Lots of talking in this one, but we have to get it out of the way, right? No. Don't do this. We have to go to the world map, right? Okay. Footfall. Heartless Void. I think they're waiting for us here. I believe their ship is right next to us, on the right. Over here. Yeah. There he is.
Thank you for responding to my request, Rogue Trader. I'm here on the orders of Marshal Strax to ask for your help. We are in pursuit of a TIE thief. We must board the thief's ship, execute the heretic for his crimes, and return the sacred tribute to the protection of the Adeptus Arbites. The reward for your assistance in this matter will be the thief's frigate, the Heartless, which we will capture in the course of the mission.
Oh, what the hell? I'm all about that. The Thief's Frigate, the Heartless? It's a pleasure to see you and you, Glato. I knew you would be back, begging another boon. First the rescue from Rykard, now this?
You saved my squad from a dying world, and you also agreed to meet with me. Both facts have emboldened me to beg, as you put it.
He is not phased, man. Why have you approached me and not Winterscale? Rykard Minoris was his world.
I did, and I was rebuffed. As Rogue Trader Winterscale rightly pointed out, from the moment of the Tide's collection, responsibility for it transfers to the Adeptus Arbites. He also noted that the loss of a world is not an inconsiderable detriment to his protectorate, and he has no intention of expending resources to recover something that no longer belongs to him.
Right.
Under similar circumstances in the past, our arrangement would have obliged us to turn to Lady Theodora. She was a key figure in supporting the Lex Imperialis in the Koronus Expanse.
Yeah, I will help the Adeptus Arbites. What is the plan?
Captain Sargona and his flagship, the Heartless, are concealed in Mundus Nullius. The exact location can only be determined with your ship's augurs when we enter the system.
Okay.
The Heartless is escorted by a small flotilla. You'll need to neutralize it in order to capture the frigate. Our BT strike teams will land on the upper deck, while your boarding party handles the remaining bays. My squad of arbitrators will take on the most difficult and dangerous part of the operation. The ultimate goal is to capture the captain's bridge and interrogate and execute Sargona.
Okay, tell me more about the ship.
The Heartless is the enemy flagship. It has been corrupted with inhuman technology, but you have the necessary resources to purge it of Xenos filth and make it serve the Imperium once more. Even if you don't wish to own a ship previously crewed by pirates, you will have prospective buyers lining up to take it off your hands.
So, like, what do I do with this ship, though? Like, do I use it instead of my voidship? Or what? Is it like a smaller ship?
I'm no expert on ships, but when I questioned the captains on Footfall about the Heartless, they were almost salivating as they listed its virtues.
Huh.
Purifying and removing a ship equipped with blasphemous modifications from the hands of apostates is the sacred duty of all servants of the Omnissiah and of the Emperor.
I will only note that the xenotech equipment is to be destroyed, not studied comprehensively, Magos Explorator.
Huh. Oh, I don't want the ship, I want a cut of the tithe? So this will probably give us profit factor? Ooh, counter offer. I get the ship and you join my entourage at the same time?
I do not have the power to choose my assignments, Rogue Trader. However, if the mission is successful, the Marshal is unlikely to refuse to deploy me as your escort.
Okay, sure. I need more information about the thief.
Stein, transfer the latest data. Bryce, hologram. This one has the complete file.
Give me the rundown on Sargona.
He is a former privateer and a fugitive psyker. At one time, he was involved in the coal trade and the supply of Xenos mercenaries, but his pirate habits got the better of him, and he started robbing his associates. Now, even among the criminal rabble, he is known as a nasty piece of work. Something of an achievement, you will agree. Sargona is cunning, cruel, and unpredictable.
Cool. Study the file. Guido Sargona. Oh, he's a psyker. Pyromancer as well, like us. Formerly sanctioned, abandoned his post on a privateer ship and joined the pirates. Confirmed links, Casbalica, Xenos, heretical cults. Also implicated in at least 15 attacks on trading vessels. Cool. Study the hologram. The image quality leaves something to be desired, but you can make out the criminal's surfeit of augments and sumptuous clothing. There is something haughty, almost maniacal, in his bearing, like the tyrants who sooner or later proclaim themselves gods. Yeah, I can see that. How are you so well informed?
Shortly after the fall of Rakad Manoris, I questioned the Liege of Footfall. He supplied me with exhaustive information about Sargona and his ship, and gave the arbitrators full access to the docks. I suspect Takara's compliance stems from some bad blood between him and Sargona. Scum eating scum. Nothing new there.
Okay.
As you wish.
Any tactical recommendations for the assault? Like, I assume we can't really do this right now, right? Because we are like super weak. We probably have to progress the story and get more upgrades for our ship and stuff.
The task is relatively simple. Kill all enemies we encounter and not let them kill us. Sargona must be taken alive for questioning, but I and my team will handle that. There is one other thing. The following call signs will be used for Vox communication during the mission. You will be RT1, and I will be DX1. I also request you use RBT sign language throughout. Non-verbal commands are faster than speaking and will allow us to catch our target unawares. Here is a short list.
There are 24 basic commands, from head nods to combinations of hand gestures. Everything you need to quickly and efficiently communicate enemy position and numbers, and even coordinate joint attacks. I dislike my call sign. Rogue Trader needs something grand. Emperor's Eagle, for example.
In a tactical assault, the shorter the call sign, the lower your chances of getting shot while you're saying it. But so be it, Emperor's Eagle.
Huh. What do these call signs mean?
DX1 means I am in command of the Delta Xi Squad. It's one of our standard designations for strike teams in the Expanse. RT1 is you, the Rogue Trader and leader of the Rho Theta Squad. For a short mission like this one, these identifiers should suffice.
Okay. Sure, dude, let's go.
Good. Do you have any further questions?
Yeah, I might have other matters to attend to en route to the Mundus Nullius. Will you be able to accompany me? Well, I mean, he said no, right?
No. I'm still on mission, and in your absence, my subordinates and I will be checking weapons and finalizing tactics for the assault. In other words, we will be wholly occupied with preparations.
Okay, so board the flagship and await my command.
Acknowledged. Sargona is already dead. He just doesn't know it yet.
Ha, he's talking to Glato. Cool. Cool. So we have to find the system here. Okay, I think we're ready to head over to J, and after we do that, I think we're all done here. We can just go to another planet and start exploring the Koronus Expanse. So... yeah, we can't go here. Oh no, we can go here. We have to go to Martyr's Endurance though. The bar. Adeptus Amasecus. Now where to find Jay? Is he with Octaviana maybe? For a drink? Oh, says.
Rough day.
Voice
You have
acting.
no idea.
I just might. That's the second bottle you've downed.
Jai Heydari, Falco sends his regards.
And what does that unholy scion of a Grox and a Brahan want from me this time? Oh, wait, I don't really care. My sole plans for tonight are drowning my grief in a sea of Amasak.
We'll give you grief, all right. Get out!
Whoa!
Don't think so, Ashmag. And tell Falco to come himself next time.
Oh, she likes pistols.
Heydari, I am tired of your mess. Out! Get some sleep. We'll talk about settling up later.
Okti Shireen, light of my eyes. Can't you see my soul is full of sadness? Have you no heart at all? Let go of your material concerns and let me grieve in peace. Have we met somewhere before?
Whoa. Okay, that was weird, the whole sequence. The woman looks at you with the glassy eyes of a drunk, and you notice the 2 empty bottles that had been keeping her company before you arrived. She looks completely out of place in this dingy, smoky bar. The fancy attire, the abundance of jewelry, the implants plated with precious metals, her appearance not only screams wealth, but also audacity, for only an audacious person would flaunt their wealth in a place like this.
Greetings, Shireen. With whom do I have the honor of speaking?
Call me Maurice.
Von Valancius. My deepest, humblest regards, your lordship. I never would have imagined I'd be standing at the bar, in the Amasekus, next to an honest-to-God Emperor rogue trader.
Oh yeah?
Jai Heydari at your service. Professional trader, shrewd commercial broker, and, may he steal my tongue if I'm lying, the most honest dealer on footfall. Nonetheless, we all have our problems, and at times even one's many merits aren't enough to solve them. Perhaps it would be no trouble for a person with your kind of power and standing to assist someone with my kind of predicament.
Sure, but who is Ozzy?
She's a coal trader, a smuggler who deals in Xenos artifacts. Apart from this heresy, I know of no other grave crimes committed by her.
Dude, shut up, Heinrichs. You're going next. What do you need help with?
You see, Shireen, there's one cardinal rule on footfall. Anything goes as long as it doesn't get in the way of business. I'm someone who's been able to exploit that rule to the fullest. And in recent years, I've hit it so big, I've become a speck of sand in someone's green eye. They used to throw small wrenches into my dealings here and there. Well, now they've decided to really put their backs into it. Some rats stolen my cargo and dragged it off to the seediest part of the Shadow Quarters. A crummy place even for connoisseurs of footfall's unique atmosphere.
Okay.
When I asked the Liege for protection, we had a mutual misunderstanding. I believe Vladimir, in a most lamentable fashion, has forgotten his duties as guardian of the downtrodden and wronged. So I'm in desperate need of a new one. And you, Shireen, fit the bill perfectly. All I need is for you to drop by one dark corner of Footfall Shadow Quarters and pound it into the thieves' heads that taking Heydari's property carries certain risks.
Okay. Jay appears to be a serious operator on Footfall. The Lizzie's refusal to help means the loss of a potential ally, so Jay is encroaching on his turf. If Vladimir is not responsible for the disappearance of Jay's cargo, he will certainly benefit greatly from it. I suspect that Vladimir wants to keep the cargo out of your hands, and I want to put him in his place. Yeah?
May the Exalted One bless you and your progeny. Then here's what we'll do. We shouldn't be seen together before we make it to the safe house. I'll head there first. I'll take my own special route so I won't be spotted. Right. Here, that's where those ashmags are keeping the stolen cargo. Out the bar, over the bridge, and to the left. There in the depths you'll find a small courtyard, through which you can get to the place. I'll be waiting nearby. You can come when it suits you, but the sooner you do, the better. I'll see you then, Shireen.
Okay, no, we're going there now. I don't know why she's going that way. Wait, so... is there anyone else we have to talk to here? I think we can get to all of the faction dudes from the ship, from Dunrock, right? About that woman that started a gunfight up the bar? Why are you so interested? You looking into her or something? Octaviana catches herself upon meeting your gaze and bows her head low. Apologies, sir. Me and my big mouth. I guess this is why they broke my jaw so many times. Jay, you know, Jay is pretty great. She's made a name for herself here on Footfall. She's a woman who came from nothing, she follows the unwritten rules of this place, she doesn't walk all over wicker folks, and she drinks like a fish to boot. There's lots to respect. The sad thing is, it looks like she's got on the wrong side of the Dame. And since both of them, well, I guess all three of us, have ties to the Kasbalika, there is no way out of this. Jay should get off Footfall while she still can. Better to lose her business than her life. Cool. So yeah, why did she go this way? We have this guy. Oh, we can tell him we found the cache. That is incredible news. This is the first inspiring thing that has happened to me since the day I came to Footfall. Please do not stop searching. I'm dying to know what this puzzle from the days of the station's youth is about. Was to be expected. The puzzle is several centuries old. Okay, I mean, yeah. He's pretty excited. So, yeah, I think we can access all of the traders from Dunrock in our ship. We don't have to come here to each of them individually. How do we go upstairs? I don't remember. It doesn't matter, dude. Doesn't matter. I think we're all done here anyway. I think we're all done here. Oh yeah, we can go this way, not upstairs. I think we've already talked to everyone. Refugees. I remember there was a vendor here somewhere. Thug. Yeah, Risa. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. Nothing new here. Let's go down. And here, I think. Shadow quarters. So we'll do this, then we'll take a break. Hopefully this J Carter is a companion and we can get rid of Heinrichs, because I'm not really feeling him. Having two melee people is kind of weird. So where is this? Warehouse. Dark hideout. Is it this thing? The warehouse? I remember we found a place at some point that had nothing in it. Oh wait, she said to meet here in some courtyard, no? The entrance to which is located in the northeastern part of the Shadow Quarters. Okay, so this has to be it. We just go in here? I mean, let's see. Oh. Okay. Shireen, I'm here. What a joy it is to see you. Follow me, please. Oh yeah, this is the place where we blew up all the barrels. Tora. What? Servitors. What? Okay, this looks like a joke. Let's see. Do I just like go in here? Bandit Hitman? 145. Quick attacks. Oh. Yeah, this is basically a joke, right? I don't know what this is. Like, what? Like, we just go in, right? Or... I don't know. Yeah, let's do it like that, I guess. Actually... yeah, that's fine, man. Doesn't matter. Literally irrelevant, I think. Air of Authority. Hammer. Frontline, I guess. Oh, what is this? Oh, this is a combat servitor. I think we fought one of these at the beginning, right? But it was damaged, I think. I mean, I guess do this? Like, I don't know, man. Should be fine. Cover efficiency, we can just do here. Rear. Wait. Okay, there you go. That's fine. Okay, so now with Cassia, I actually got a new talent for her, where we can do damage based on how many squares we move the target. So let me see. Yeah, I got this thing. Enemies moved by the navigator's powers suffer 4 damage at the end of the movement. This damage is increased by +1 for every cell the enemy moves. And this is based on our willpower, I think, or... Yeah, divided by 2. So it's not a lot, but if you do it on multiple enemies, it's gonna be huge, right? So, point of curiosity, can we do this on everyone? I mean, yeah, pretty much, right? Oh, but we can't really target people behind cover, huh? Oh wow, this is like so broken, dude. What? Wait, what the hell? And now we do this? Move the front line on them? Okay, this is like insane. What? Ha. God damn, dude. Oh, Jay, kill the Ashmags, aim for the fuel barrels. Yeah, there are no fuel barrels left though, that's the thing. Oh, Cassia plays again? Wait, what? That is so broken, bro. Oh no, why did I do... I should have done Little Esther, right? No, that's kind of pointless. I guess we give this to Pascal, maybe? Oh, nice! What? Wait. Why do I... What is this? Okay, so this one is a new ability for Orkibella. All enemies suffering from damage over time effects in a 4-cell radius around the executioner immediately suffer an extra instance of damage from these effects. Right, okay. Right. I mean, do I wanna move her in there? I don't think so, because I wanna blow them up with marays, right? Nah, I'm gonna chill here. Can you guys not go close, man? You have 19 HP, by the way.
Time to slaughter someone.
Oh no, she moved away. Okay, that's good though. He's coming closer. Yeah, that's perfect. We'll do this. I'm not gonna go in. It feels really dumb to do that right now. Yeah. I guess maybe we can do Ignite on this guy, so we can skip it with my race. And we can do double Firestorm, probably. Let's see.
Get to it.
Oh, there are more over there. Okay, Pascal. So I think I wanna do this on them. So we get more exploits, right? Pretty sure. Then we can do tactical knowledge. Wait, what happened there? Okay. And we can do Death Whisper. So this makes an attack that does not count toward the limit of attacks per turn and does not block the assassin's movement, but deals only like 1/4 of the damage. And it also makes enemies suffer from this hemorrhage effect, so 9 rending damage. Ignores armor and deflection. Now the thing is, this is good because we have the that perk that every time we hit with plasma weapons, we get a 10%, I think, stacking buff on our damage. So this is a free way to get to boost it, right? We also have precise attack. Chooses an enemy in their line of sight and marks an additional opening. So how can we see the openings? Oh, okay, it's these shields. So where is this guy's opening? Like, it's over there? Like, what is that? Is it in front? Second weapon. I mean, we wanna do this, right? Dude, Pascal actually does insane damage, man. Actually crazy. Yeah, let me do this. So this is reduced damage as well. Like, what? That's 1/4 of the damage if it hits. Precise attack. We can't do this because if we do this, we can't. Well, we can't shoot afterwards. So wait. What? Oh, I guess maybe because the... No, I don't think the opening moved. What? Why does this do less damage? Am I being stupid here? It does normal damage on these guys, but not him. I don't know, whatever. Oh. Okay, that's fine. Okay, time for some fun. So we can do this and get stacks or whatever. I mean, we'll do this first. Just gonna destroy everyone. Do I just go for this? Nah, we'll do Fervor. It's fine. Does this give us a wound? No. Okay. Tactical advantage. And this should hurt here. Yep. God damn, bro. That's so much damage. So much damage. Can we do this? Yeah, we can. Wait, who is that? Okay, just a random guy. Cool. Oh, we can do the heroic act for the staff. What? What is that? That's so bad. Yeah, now we have to get back to the officers for finest hour, hopefully. Whoa. Wait, did that work? Are we stunned? No. I think we're stunned.
Here we go.
Core? Oh my god, dude.
Living
We're
on the
stunned.
edge.
Everyone is stunned. Oh my god. Wait, is Jay gonna die? Wait, Kibela is on stunned. What? Wait, I can't move? Wait, what? Oh, this is because of bring it down. I mean, we can't really do anything here. I guess we do the blood file just to get the stacks. I don't know. Okay, now she can move though. But everyone else is stunned. I mean, that's fine. We're just gonna go in, right? Surely. We'll do captive audience, so we can do bleed. Can go over here probably. Yep. Start there. Do this. Oh, that's so much damage, man. Oh, that's so much damage. Ah, damn. Go back here. Do pain resonance. Or even this one, right? It's just like too much. Actually, I'm not sure if that's gonna proc with death from above. Oh no! Okay. Misclicks. Yeah, I don't think it procs. I think we need to attack normally. I mean, we'll do death waltz, I guess. I don't know. God damn. 51. Look at the damage, bro. Insane. We have 4 more stacks, so let's just go. This guy is cooked. Wow. She did so much damage there. What a mess. Thank the throne we didn't come here with just the 3 of us. Shut up and get moving, Core. We need to open the passage into the tunnels and let our guys in. Jay, on your signal. Damn, that was a bloodbath. Do we actually get her as a companion now? That would be so good. If these Ashmaks dare to touch something from the cargo, because I think she's an officer, right? She did voice of command on us. 2, 3, 5, thank the Exalted One. Those Ashmaks didn't have time to make off with anything yet. Give me 2 minutes, Serene. I'll send the coordinates to my loyal crew who will deliver my property somewhere safe. And done. We're good. Now how about we relocate to a more pleasant and private space to discuss the details of our deal, specifically payment for your efforts. Wait, I'm not gonna loot this place? We're just going to leave your priceless cargo here unattended, sorry. Nothing to worry about. After all the ruckus we've caused here, I doubt anyone will go anywhere near the containers. I am, however, infinitely flattered by your concern for my, now our, property. Okay, let's go. Oh, stop right there, in the name of the leash. Oh, what? They just walked through the blood. Vladame's agent. The gaunt, pale-skinned man in grimy clerical robes glances at you and immediately falls to his knees obsequiously. Your Excellency! Please forgive my vehemence, most noble Mrayse. I never expected to encounter such eminent persons in this corner of Footfall. I'm Vladame Tokara's personal agent. I came here to remove from criminal circulation a shipment, the distribution of which is banned in the lands of Footfall. Horrendous xenoheresy that has been fraudulently delivered to a bastion of the Holy Imperium. He looks at Jay. I do not doubt for a moment, most noble Mrayse, that your presence here is merely a misunderstanding brought about by another's manipulations. Commerce test failed. This is too convenient. You sense someone has been set up here, but who was the target and who set the trap? I mean, probably Jay was the target and Vladame set the trap. Nah, we're going with 2. Jay Heydari, the owner of this cargo, is presently under my protection, under a rogue trader's protection. Tell your master that he should think twice before crossing here from now on. And don't forget to tell him that I'm not mad, but I will be collecting the debt, sometime. Cool. I wish I could see Vladame's face when he finds out he almost stepped on the toes of one of the most powerful people in the Expanse. Listen, Maraise, I'm genuinely sorry about this confusion. Vladimir and I have had our difficulties, but I never thought he would want to clean me out and do away with me in some dark corner. At least, not so soon. If you hadn't agreed to our deal, Shireen, my gang and I would already be floating in orbit around one of Footfall's asteroids. And yes, my shipment contains Xeno artifacts, possession of which is a death sentence for any commoner. But you, Shireen, do not strike me as a commoner. If I had told you directly, you would have become, shall we say, complicit. But since those illicit words did not escape my lips, you could merely be agreeing to help an unfortunate soul, me, to recapture a few containers. My sincerest wish was to protect you from any unnecessary trouble, Serene. I swear by the Exalted One, and I do hope that this misunderstanding will not affect our future cooperation. This statement is true, with the exception that you yourself are an uneducated laywoman and a thief who ought to stay away from the technological perversities of non-humans. I am now requesting your preventive disposal. Uneducated? Me? I've held things in my hands that you, cog for brains, can only dream of in your oil-soaked data fantasies. Stop hiding behind piety and law, you're simply defending your clique's monopoly on anything and everything of interest and monetary value. Tell me about your business on Footfall, the truth of it, and don't leave anything out. Alright then, this isn't my first year in the Expanse. It's not my first year in business either. I've sat at the negotiating table with all sorts, not just loot hunters or smugglers either, but with Xenos, ones intelligent enough to believe that mutual benefit was a better outcome of our meeting than mutual distraction. I know what the Ecclesiarchy has to say about that, but, speaking from the bottom of my heart, I know where the line is between an ordinary deal and a betrayal of humanity, and I never cross it. Your words are full of heresy. A principled rogue who can think on her feet and is not afraid of inhumans. I like you more and more, J. Heydari. Yeah, I see nothing wrong with making profit where it does no harm to oneself or the Imperium. We think alike, Shireen. Well then, does this mean I can hope for our partnership to continue? Execute J. Sentence you to death. Now we're going with this one. A rogue trader could use someone with your talents and connections, Jay. I would like to see you in my retinue. Exalted One, bless you and your entire dynasty. I wouldn't say no to marking the occasion properly. It's not every day you embark on a brilliant new business partnership. Domin Maraise, if it is indeed your wish to let this heretic into your retinue, then allow me to carve a vow of service into her tongue. Let the pain prevent her from uttering words of deceit and remind her of obedience. Don't even think about it, you crazed Kashka, unless you want me to add a few extra bits of lead to the metal adornments of that sulky mug of yours. Either way, I'm entirely willing to join your retinue. From now on, my knowledge and experience are entirely at your disposal. Oh, sick! And we gain profit factor. Oh, and one more thing. If you are interested in a rather lucrative offer, one that can give the Von Valancius Protectorate a leg up, I'd say now isn't the time to be thinking about such things, but once we get back to your ship, perhaps you could spare me a minute, Shireen? Yeah, cool. Okay, I think we're gonna get rid of Heinrichs, at least for now. Because I kinda want another officer, dude. And she has pistols or something? I could use like a gunslinger. What does he have? Oh, she has pistols. I really like gunslingers in games. Dual pistols, that's so cool. Wait, what is this? One-handed? Heydari chainsword. Wait, it's one-handed and it does 12 to 24? What? Are they trolling? I mean, we have to get that for... What? Chain weapons? What am I missing here? Can I just give this to... Oh. Oh, we don't have Heydari weapon proficiency. Wait, what? And she has that? What? That's really cool. I'm gonna see if I can give that to Gibella. Interesting. And she has dual pistols. I think we have some pistols actually. 6 to 10, 6 to 9. Not bad. Not bad. And what is she? She is an officer, right? Grand strategist. What? Wait, she's a grand strategist? Oh, I can actually select what I want to do with her. I mean, we're definitely gonna make her a tactician, right? For sure. Oh, wait, and this is already picked up, though. Oh, God. Maybe she has, like, bad skills here. Okay, this is okay, actually. Oh, yeah, you can just learn this, dude. Commanding voice. Wait. Oh, lasting impression. Ah, that's kind of bad. What? No air of authority? Take aim? Dude. I mean, it's a third officer, right? I mean, it's okay. If you think about it, you don't really need like 3 air of authority, right? Maybe we just focus here on damage and we just use here for the heroic act, the finest hour. So she has this one, which is good actually. Oh, but she doesn't have the 4th one. She has a crappy one. What the... Heydari weapon proficiency. Okay. I mean, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. So yeah, guys, let's take a break here, and when we come back, I guess we'll go talk to her back in the ship, and yeah, start exploring the Koronus Expanse. I think we're all done here.